Hi everyone, welcome to Season 3, Week 9 of the Altos Juice Frogs Teambuilder Dynasty, and this week we will be playing San Diego State Aztecs. As you can see, San Diego State is a far superior team on paper, but remember, they were also a far superior team on paper last year, and we completely destroyed them in Qualcomm Stadium. So now first play of the game, we get to Sap. Sap dodges one tackler, dodges two tacklers, and coast into the end zone. So bam, just like that, 7-0, we are on top. So on the ensuing possession, San Diego State's already facing a 3rd and 12. Dingwall has plenty of time to throw. He gets the ball to Ruffin. Ruffin does a nice job to stay up and not just fall down and roll around, which is what usually happens to our Kazi, and that sometimes prevents us from picking up the first down. But that time they pick up the first down. And this time they give it to the running back. He goes straight up the middle for 12 yards. That's another first down. 3rd and inches, they give it to the up back. Up back's got about 3, more than enough to get another first down. This time they get it off tackle to Muema. Muega trucks the guy, rolls around. So a couple plays later, it's 3rd and 10. Dingwall draws back the pass and we hit him. We'll almost sack him, but no, we don't. So because of that, San Diego State remains in field goal range and was able to kick a field goal. So now we go deep. This ball almost picked off, but Kelly was one step behind that receiver, and Willie's happy. Willie's thinking, oh my gosh, we're lucky that we got a completion and not an interception. This time on 2nd and 2, we'll give it to Cunningham. Cunningham gets close to the 5-yard line. Now we got a man wide open. It's Warren Ball. He's in. Touchdown. So 14-3. Looking good so far. It's time to give it to Moema. Again, he's got plenty of room. And Turner makes a good touchdown saving tackle there. If he did not do that, I think Moema may have been gone. It's time to fake the handoff. And Davenport, our star safety, is able to make the interception. Wow. That receiver was covered, and Davenport just had the awareness to grab that ball. And now on the next play, another dangerous throw down the middle, but Cunningham was able to come up with it. 3rd and inches as Cunningham again straight up the middle. Lightly touched too, and all the way into the end zone. So now we're up 31-3. Great start to this game, and this is kind of a repeat of last year. For some reason, we just played very well or match up very well against San Diego State. Wow, that ball could have been picked as well, but it's a fumble! And Diggs falls on our star strong safety. So another turnover for San Diego State, and now we're going deep. It's BJ Kelly. He's got it. He's got it inside the 20. Another great catch. 1,000 yards on the season. Next play we got BJ Kelly, and that time I was a little bit impatient. I wanted to go with the smash route. Should have just either eaten the sack or try to dump it off to an intermediate man. Bad decision on my part trying to fit it in there, especially considering that we already have so many close calls. And San Diego State comes right back with 17 seconds left, gets a deep pass to their receiver. Now they're at least in field goal range. Dingwall has plenty of time to throw. He throws all the way to the end zone. It's a touchdown. Wow. Huge momentum change there, since we almost got a touchdown, but instead San Diego State came back to get a touchdown. But with 2 seconds left, we throw just over the head of the intermediate man, and Saps got it all the way for another touchdown. So with 2 seconds left, we pay back San Diego State for their touchdown. So because of that, we maintain our 18-point lead. And now it's going to be very hard for San Diego State to come back, even though they do make a completion here to get the ball near midfield. This time Dingwall's got plenty of time to throw. He's got Lang for a 15-yard first down out wide. Dingwall's back to throw again on 2nd and 5. He's got Roofing this time. Roofing could not escape our defender, but he gets a first down nonetheless. Close to 100 yards. Not a bad day at all. A few plays later, it's 3rd and 12. Dingwall's just got all day right now. And gets a nice throw, this time it's Shelton. So that actually reminds me, I think one of the reasons why we match up really well against San Diego State is that San Diego State tends to pass the ball a lot. And I tend to play well against that kind of team because I love to play a quarter formation for the defense. So basically seven defensive backs, and I'm able to do that because I recruit a lot of defensive backs. But here, Kelly, wide open again, is able to take it in for another touchdown. So basically, that strategy works pretty well against teams that pass a lot. Like eventually, they'll make a mistake and we can get an interception. Whereas teams that love to run it up the gut with their power running back or love to run it with their scrambling dual threat quarterback, those teams tend to give us a lot of problems because we don't necessarily have a very strong defensive line, and we don't have the best linebackers either. I mean, we have Downs, he's good, but the other two guys aren't that great. So that's a serious problem for us. And our secondary is not very good at tackling. So here, Dingwell has plenty of time to throw again, and it's picked off. This time by Leonard. And this is exactly what I was just referring to, is that if we keep playing our 7 DB coverages, eventually they'll make a mistake. And they do, and now we're up 18 with the ball, with only 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, and this game is pretty much all but over. Oh, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. Yeah, I forgot that the quarters are 5 minutes, not 5 minutes. This time Freeman scrambles, and he fumbles the ball! Oh man, I was even holding R1 the entire way, but somehow whoever hit him must have been awesome because they were able to jar the ball loose regardless. I even have run on conservative as well. So huge hit there, jar the ball out of Freeman, and now Los Altos has a chance, but oh man! Calvin Smith, our freshman recruit at free safety, comes up with a huge play. The only disappointing part is he was not able to take it all the way to the house. But great job by our backup free safety to get that interception. And now back in the end zone, it's BJ Kelly. It's another touchdown. And that basically ended San Diego State's hopes of ever coming back into this game. So a minute 30 left, down 25. I think it's time to put in the reserves. I do put in the reserves. And I think one thing that we have been really fortunate this year is that we have not sustained any key injuries. And so that's very, very helpful. And I don't want to change that trend. So I've been putting in the reserves. I'm up by more than 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, which is the case right here. On 4th and 16, they decide to go for it. It is complete, but the receiver steps out of bounds just a few yards short of the sidelines. So now 2 seconds left. We're trying to run up the score. We get the sack, and I think we're going to be able to run up the score. So this is great for recruiting. We'll get more stats for recruiting. And basically just a complete domination game, 49-17. Unbelievable how easily we were able to win this game, given that San Diego State is supposedly a much better team on paper. But like I mentioned earlier, it's just one of those teams that we have a very good matchup against. Whereas like New Mexico, a far inferior team, was able to give us a lot of trouble last week. Alright, so the fans are happy. Willie's celebrating. So that's always good. So now we are on a 5-game winning streak now. Just unbelievable so far. We haven't played any of the best teams in the Mountain West yet, so that's a little bit skewed in the sense that the early part of our schedule is a little bit soft. We were able to get away with 2 turnovers because San Diego State had 4 turnovers. And our strategy of just sitting back and waiting for San Diego State to make turnovers and interceptions in the passing game really paid off. And we were able to get 4 turnovers and basically dominate the game from there. So great day for Kelly and Sapp. Pretty much all our receivers came up big. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And next week we are going to be getting into the heart of our Mountain West schedule as we take on one of the 3 biggest teams in the Mountain West, as we will be playing Boise State. And you guys remember last year it was so close.